Now we discuss the load flow techniques. Though there are plenty of techniques, but the most popular techniques are Gauss and Newton-Raphson. Gauss method and Gauss-Seidel method basically single method, but in some modification in Gauss-Seidel. So basically Gauss method is required more iteration to solve one equation, where Newton-Raphson is required less iterations. So the time consumed by method to solve the equation is less in Newton-Raphson and more in Gauss. So we often use Newton-Raphson for this advantage. There are Gauss and Gauss-Seidel method, basically one method. We can easily designate it by this equation. This equation is nothing but the final equation for the Gauss and Gauss-Seidel method. This is come from the power flow equations in the system. The power flow equation we can understand in the next slide. The power flow equation, this is Newton-Raphson, but I am not telling you the Newton-Raphson. I am telling you the equation first equation. SI, that is apparent power, is equal to PI plus JQI, which is equal to VI into II. This whole part is nothing but current II, and this I part is designated the bus number. So S is equal to VI into II. II is nothing but the YIK into VK. This is not VIK, this is YIK into VK, that is admittance into voltage. So this summation is nothing but the KCL. For the bus is nothing but a node where current is a summation of all the current leaving the node. So the current is K is equal to 1 to N YIK into VK. So to modify this equation, first we transfer this VIK in the division of this PI plus JQI. So we can conclude this part of equation, PK minus JQK upon VK. So the VI is transferred in the division of PI plus JQI. Now in right side of equation there are K is equal to 1 to N YIK into VK. Now we separate the voltage VI, that is VI, from this summation. We can separate this equation like this, where VI or YII part of the equation is separated, and here K is not equal to I can be concluded. So the equation does not change, but we can separate the VI into YII form. So now equation will be PI plus JQI upon VI into VI into YII plus summation of K is equal to 1 to N YIK VK, where K is not equal to I. So if we modify this circuit, we can reach in this equation. So this is the final equation of Gauss. But to calculate or to see more often iterative equation, we have come here. Here CK is nothing but the PK minus JQK upon YKK. So the iterative value, which is VK R plus 1, here R is nothing but the iterative value. So here VK is equal to CK upon VK minus summation of DKI into VI, where DKI is nothing but the YKI. This YKI is DKI here. This is the designation difference, but this is same in all these two equations. And this method is called, to solve this equation we can solve the non-algebraic equation from Lord flow equations. So if we solve this equation, this is nothing but the Gauss method. To understand the Gauss-Seidel method, this is the equation of Gauss-Seidel method. We are nothing but just dividing the two part, this summation part, into these two parts, which is nothing but the I is equal to 1 to k minus 1 and I is equal to k plus 1 to n, where I is equal to k directly enumerated, and here this R, I am telling you, this R is nothing but the iterative values. So in the Gauss method, if we let's assume we are solving for 3 bus system. If we calculate for one bus number 1, if we calculate V2, we have to just put 2 in every k values. Here if we can put V2, we have nothing but put Vi from the previous assumption, that is 1 per unit. So the number of in this method, the number of iterations is definitely more to solve the equation, because we are not modifying per step the iteration value in the circuit. So per iteration value, the modified iterative value of Vk is not solved in this equation in Gauss method, but in Gauss-Seidel method we are taking the modified iterative values of Vi, that is the previous iterative values of which we are calculated. So we can put in this equation, this part of equation, where if we calculate V2 here, we have to put V1 value from previous iterative value, that is modified value of V1 we have to put here, and this is the nothing but the assumption part in the first iteration. But this part is making this method so fast. So here the basic difference between Gauss and Gauss-Seidel method. Thank you.